Hello friends, and welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to be doing a kitchen declutter. This is part of the declutter series that I have going on right now. I've done my master bedroom, my closet, wardrobe, and now we are starting on the kitchen. Along with this, we're also going to be doing some deep cleaning that is much needed. If this is something that you need to do as well, maybe this will just be some gentle motivation or inspiration for us to get up. Maybe we can even do it together. I also made a spontaneous trip to Costco this morning with the girls. This is the first time that I've been in one since we moved. I've just been ordering online since then. I'm gonna do a little Costco haul, and then I'm gonna do kind of a Costco breakdown to see item by item, maybe how it compares right now in the current economic climate, how it compares to, say, Ingles or Walmart or just a variety of different grocery stores. Maybe you're considering getting a membership like that and you just don't know if it would really be worth it. I just want to share with you what I got, as well as a breakdown of the pricing and some of the things that we've found over the last 2 years, 2 or 3 years since we got our membership, that have made it worth it for us in this current phase of life. I'll get into that a little bit more later, but first we need to clean up from all of our meals up to this point. A large can of green beans. It's 6.3 pounds, 101 ounces. It was like $5. Like I said, I'll go over the exact numbers later, but it was a much better deal, and I think I'm just gonna separate and bag these green beans and then freeze them in our deep freezer. Some bananas, pasta sauce, ketchup, flowers, honey, and then we have toilet paper, the organic unbleached flour, instant potatoes, sugar, baby wipes, paper towels, cranberry juice. We already broke one of those open. And then diapers for both girls, and Band-Aids, Tylenol, lunch meats, chicken breast, and shrimp. So cold stuff put away, and then I kind of want to reorganize the entire pantry too. I did that not long ago, but the system just isn't working very well, so probably do that as we put away the dry goods. We gotta film it first. You think we're gonna have room? What? Popsicles? No. We'll do that later. They have to thaw out. Doesn't go in there. No, that doesn't go in there either. Yes.
I see outside.
Okay. You see outside.
I see outside.
Yeah, we're not going to sit in the rocking chair right now. Ooh, look at those, girl. You're so pretty. Show me your fingers. Ooh, wee.
Out of sand, reaching for the grand. As willows align, we lose track of time. Head up high, now we climb. Dreamy, breezy, we go. Easy, easy on our tiptoes. Undercover, agents of the other. Beyond gravel, beyond known. A bigger scale, the world inhales as we go. I wouldn't want it any other way, no. Dreamy, breezy, we go. Easy, easy on our tiptoes. Undercover, agents of the other. Beyond gravel, beyond known. Dreamy, breezy, we go. Easy, easy on our tiptoes. Undercover, agents of the other. Beyond gravel, beyond known.
Being completely honest, I've really been wrestling lately with some discontentment in our home, and not in the sense of like I don't enjoy our home or I'm not appreciative of it, I don't love it, but just I really have this burning desire to just go through and paint every wall in our house. And I'm trying to control myself. Like, I have visions for what I want each room to look like, but this series of decluttering is really helping me to discipline myself, because I don't just want to be bringing more things in to add to the disorganization and the chaos that we kind of already have taking place. I really want to have a blank slate, a clean start whenever we do get to that point. So by going through each room and really getting rid of what doesn't need to be there, it's almost like it's enhancing my vision a little bit and helping me to see like what I really want each room to do and how I want it to serve its purpose in the most functional and most beautiful ways. But I do think that it's worth saying it's not easy to hold off on those things, especially like I'm an impulsive person sometimes, especially with house things. It is not like, it's no surprise for me to just run to the hardware store, buy a can of paint, and go ahead and slap on an accent wall or something like that. I have been known to do that many a times before my husband gets home from work. And then he goes home and he's like, what has happened? But this has been such a learning experience for me, and a time of growth in my own home and in contentment in general in my life. Father-in-law and I were talking a couple years ago about kind of how people take care of things, and he was talking about how back in the day when people, all that they had was dirt, they would sweep the dirt floors. And it wasn't because they were the nicest things, and it wasn't because they loved them more than maybe what they dreamt of, but they said, hey, this is what we got and we're going to take care of it. And so that's really what I'm learning in this season and what I'm striving to do in my own home. Not that our floors are dirt, far beyond that, but same concept. happy day 2. It is about 8 o'clock this morning. We have just finished up breakfast. And he keeps finding pieces of, I think, Rosie's Pop-Tart. And she comes right up to me quietly and just stands there and looks at me while she chews on it. Like, is she gonna take this away? Okay. Anyways, today we are working on the actual decluttering and deep cleaning of my kitchen. So as usual, I need to tidy up my kitchen from the meal that we just ate. Today is actually my husband's birthday, so if you see the banner behind me, that is why. We had a bigger breakfast for him this morning before he went to work. And yeah, so we have lots to clean up and then lots to clean, lots to hopefully lots to get rid of. Okay, so the microwave has been wiped down and cleaned. The tray for it is going to go in the dishwasher, but it's currently residing in my sink with other dirty dishes because the dishwasher is full of clean dishes. But sometimes you just have to forego the everyday, all day normal stuff in order to get to this kind of stuff. So now we're going to declutter, and I'm steam cleaning the oven, so hopefully it'll loosen up a bunch of the grime that's on there. And then after 20 minutes are up, I'll turn the oven off, let it cool, and then we can just wipe it all out, hopefully. So that's what we're up to. Whenever I open this, I need you to still love me, please, because it's gonna be rough. This is probably my worst cabinet that I have, and I really need a better system for it. So that's what we're about to figure out. And yeah. Also, if you're wondering why our microwave is on top of our fridge, I'm trying to get us into the habit of using it less. I would love to be without one, but I want it to be a slow process. That's something that we do use for convenience right now quite often, so I don't want to just throw it out and then make everybody hate me. So making it a little bit harder to access with hopes that we will not need it at all at some point. So I have regular dish towels, seasonal dish towels, and then I have some seasonal pans, and also table linens. And I think I have a table linen box out in our storage building actually, so I'm probably going to combine all of this and possibly put it on our bulk storage shelves, our bulk pantry shelves, if I can find a good spot for it. I did get some totes to put like my flour bag remnants and sugar bags and things like that in, so that I can better know how low I actually am on those things. I realized I got 2 full bags of flour yesterday and 1 full bag of sugar at Costco and didn't need either one. I had so many like pieces of bags left. They just weren't well organized, so I didn't see them on our shelves. So I got a system for that and I'm really liking it. Yeah, so I'll probably do something similar for this. And then with these dish towels, I like these we got when we were married, and I still use them, but I probably shouldn't. They're so stained and worn. I just need to toss them. So those I'll just, or use as like shop rags or cleaning rags, but not things in our kitchen. So these will actually fit in my dish towel drawer now. These were overflow. You'll see it when we get to it, but yeah. As Tupperware, I got rid of most of what we had and just went to glass. And we really haven't used these. I kept a couple of each size just to make sure that we wouldn't need them anymore, but Nicholas is fine with carrying either glass to work, or he carries these size that are kind of divided. So I will get rid of these ones. I will keep the bigger one though, because I use that often, or not quite as often now, but especially around the holidays I use that a lot. This is feeling a whole lot better. Got crock pot. Nicholas had built me this little shelf back in here for our pantry at our old house, and it just worked so beautifully in a cabinet, in pantry, whatever. Dutch oven, Tupperware storage, and then fruit refrigerator storage. I don't know what those are called, but anyway. And then I found a place for my cast irons. I used to utilize cast irons a lot more, but since then, in the last few months, like for our anniversary, we went big and got new pots and pans. So ours were really worn, and we got the ceramic coating pots and pans, and they work so well, especially for like eggs and stuff that we do every day. So I don't use my cast irons as much. So I used to just leave them up on the stove top because I was always using them, but now I have a place for them that's out of the way, less visual clutter, less just like functional clutter. So very excited about that. Okay. I got some wooden hot pads. So this red one that I've had forever, it's actually really funky. It probably just needs to go to the trash, but honestly it can be washed. I'm just very behind on laundry right now, so I don't know, do I donate it and then see if someone else wants to bother with washing it, or do I just toss it? Or do I do the right thing, put it in my laundry basket and not be able to take my donations for another week? We shall see. Yeah. So these were our pots and pans that we got this year. Some of them have the speckled look. Whenever we get pots and pans, we get them from TJ Maxx. We found that they have really good quality, and you don't have to get a whole set with things that half of it you don't use. You just get each individual pan, and I really like it that way. And I've been really pleased with them over the last several months. Okay, so I really want to find a better storage system for my pots and pans, because obviously this is like a game of Tetris every time that I need one or have to put one back, but I can't find a system that I really like. I have a free spot on my wall right there in that spot that I want. I think that I would like to put some kind of like hooks or rods with S hooks to hang them there, but I don't know, because the other side has the gallery of some of our travels. So I just don't know. What I'll end up doing yet. For now, they're staying right here. I had gotten these plate racks a while back for our shelf up on the wall. I was planning to use it as like an open shelf for plate storage, and things of that sort. And I still do, but it's more so like our nicer stuff that we don't use every day, because the shelf that we went with is actually only, I believe it's 6 inches deep, but our plates are quite a bit bigger than that. So they just didn't work out to stay up there. And these things, these racks themselves, they barely fit. So I just put them in here to hold pot lids, because it's actually a really nice solution for that. I may regret this at Christmas time or Thanksgiving, but I think I'm just gonna see if some of my family members want these other two. And then I do use a lot of the smaller ones, because usually when we have events, like we're in the South, right? So when we have events, everybody's bringing a ton of food, and the chances that I'll need a massive casserole dish are pretty low. I can just use these smaller ones and still have, the event will still have plenty of food, I am sure. This also from TJ Maxx. Perfect. I'd love to find better storage for my glass Pyrex, but it's better than it was. Better than it was. And so far, our donation box is filling up quite a lot, plus the 2 glass Pyrex dishes that will not fit. Do what?
I eat.
You're gonna eat the egg. Okay, so the oven steaming option worked okay. It worked enough to get some of the looser particles off that had like fallen and burned onto the interior of the stove, but I definitely wouldn't recommend it for like a complete cleaning. I still came back with a magic eraser because sometimes you just got to break out the big guns. I use mostly natural sprays in our house for pretty much everything. A lot of stuff I just mix with like vinegar and baking soda, cornstarch for mirrors and windows, and then essential oils in them. But you know, sometimes like showers and ovens, I found you just can't go wrong with a magic eraser. So this is a progression of precisely the reason why I cannot deep clean on a regular basis. Like, it starts with wiping down the top of the drawer, and then it moves on to the corner of the floor where the mop really can't reach well. And then it goes to every individual opening of the vent. And then it's all around the nooks and crannies of the dishwasher, and then it becomes wiping down the cabinet. You guys, oh my word, this is the problem. And I know that there's someone right now that's probably saying, well, if you cleaned more like this, then you wouldn't have as much to clean when you do. And while in theory I think that's a really great point, it doesn't change who I am. Like, regardless of how often I clean, this is how I'm going to do it every single time that I set out to deep clean. I'm going to find things that, whether they are or are not there, for better or for worse, that's just who I am. Kicking myself a little bit right now for having not done the dishes, because some of these small appliances could use a good cleaning, but I'll probably just have to come back to that. Okay, I'm making some good headway on things to get rid of. Babies have outgrown the bottle warmer. They neither of them really ever even needed it. I have a mini cheese grater, so for the little that I use it, I just use the handheld one for that. And then this panini maker, I think we got it as like a white elephant gift. I really can't remember, but we don't use it. And then, yeah, here we go. My camera battery died, and during the time that it was recharging a little bit, I went ahead and unloaded the dishwasher, and now I have a cleaning cycle running. Whew, Annie just touched the back of my leg. Her hands are freezing. Hey. Eating Pop-Tarts again. But anyways, I'm hoping to just get these bottom cabinets, the rest of them, knocked out for today. Load the dishwasher. Yes, Rosie. It's right over there on that table. Hoping to knock out the rest of these bottom cabinets today, reload the dishwasher, and then put stuff in the proper place where it needs to go. And then I may get back to it later this evening, but I'm going to take a good several hour break because I think me and the girls need to build a blanket fort. we have really important business to handle today, and that's what it is. So yeah, I did just want to show you, I went ahead and organized this one earlier whenever I was moving dish towels around. So this drawer basically just has some cloth napkins, some dish towels, packaging tape, cheesecloth, rubber bands, and a pair of scissors. I will ask my mom if she wants her air fryer back. She gave it to me because she didn't really use it, and now I don't really use it. And then the blender can go, I think it'll fit on our Lazy Susan cabinet now, and then this, I think I'm going to clean off, good grief. But I think I'm going to put it on the counter, and it can be stored in a top cabinet, I think, once we get that cleaned out. So that frees up this cabinet for so it frees up this cabinet for something else. I get the feeling that they just like me for my blanket fort capabilities now. Rosie. Okay, so dishwasher has been cleaned and reloaded. Dishes that were in the sink that need to be hand washed have been hand washed. They're drying on the counter. My sink is currently soaking our oven racks, and now we're going to continue moving across the kitchen, working on decluttering all of these things. I will probably save cleaning the fridge for later, but that may be tomorrow. Okay, yay. I feel like maybe everybody has that one cabinet in their kitchen that is just always a nightmare. This one is the one that like I have to get into the most, but it's so hard to function in because it's a corner cabinet and there's not a Lazy Susan in it. It's just kind of difficult to get everything that I need out of there, but I also often need most of what's in there. So I feel like maybe it's much better organized in terms of cleared some things out that can be put in like seasonal storage. Feeling really good about that. And then this last cabinet really shouldn't have much in it because it's already just our plates and a couple bowls. I think this is the only thing that needs to come out of there. And it can go in storage with, we have a million different kinds of coffee filters. Comparison of Costco, Walmart, and Ingles. I know Ingles is more of a local thing to the southeast, but it is one that maybe a lot of family and friends use. I don't know, depending on where you are. But I'll put it up here on the screen and I'll just go over it really briefly. There were only 4 items that Costco did not have the lowest price in. 4 items were paper towels, bananas, eggs, and shrimp. I tried to compare with like brands at Ingles and Walmart. So they're not, like the Costco brands are not going to be the like Great Value or Laura Lynn, I think it is at Ingles, I can't remember, but they're not going to be quite as, cheap, I guess I would say, because while it is less expensive, maybe you're sacrificing on some of the ingredients or some of the quality of that item. I don't know for sure, but that's kind of just how it seems, is that Costco is going to most often have better quality at a better price than a like brand at a normal grocery store. So just kind of wanted to put this here for you. I will say that the one thing we have always found as our seal the deal, this is worth it for us each year to pay for the membership item is, well, I guess it's a category of items. It is the kid stuff, the baby stuff. Especially when our oldest was on formula, their formula, you could not compare the pricing that you found there for the amount to what you would find elsewhere. And then diapers are far less expensive, and wipes. I mean, I was blown away whenever I compared the wipes, because it is the fragrance-free wipes. They're not technically water wipes, but they're fragrance-free. So I compared those at both stores, and they came out, even Costco to Walmart was over $10 cheaper. So just saying, if you have small children, if that's something that you need a lot of, maybe if you work for preschool or you have an in-home daycare, I would consider Costco. But otherwise, I'll just let you look through that and figure out maybe what's best for you. And obviously you might not even get the same items as us, but this is just kind of a general idea of what you could expect pricing to look like. Yeah. But I just wanted to close this out really quickly by saying that while I do feel like, you know, a breath of fresh air, because my kitchen is much less cluttered and we don't have the excess of things that we weren't using, that feels wonderful. This is very much the heart of our home. Like, this is physically central to the layout of our home's floor plan, And it is also where a lot of the life happens in our house. Because I'm home with the girls all day, we eat most of the time all of our meals in here. I like to cook dinners. I like for us to eat dinner around the table as a family. So anyways, I am not expecting this kitchen to stay spotless. I think there are a lot of really beautiful and Pinterest-worthy glamorous kitchens that I can glean inspiration from, and maybe I clean off one section of my countertops to take a picture for Instagram or something like that. But in reality, I am totally on board with the concept of normalizing normal homes and especially normal kitchens, because in my opinion, if there are fingerprints on the dishwasher because my babies were playing magnets while I was cooking dinner, or if Tupperware lids are pulled out all across the room because they were occupying themselves under my feet while I was getting stuff done, I think that's more beautiful than the most pristine and spotless kitchen that you could find. And so I just am very grateful. I call the kitchen my home office, and it's just, there's a lot that happens here. There's a lot that I love about our kitchen. I'm very grateful for it. And while there are things that if I could design or dream up a floor plan of my own, there are definitely things that I would change, and there are definitely things in here that we're still finishing and that I still would like to make changes on. Yes, ma'am.
Okay, the color.
Beautiful. Do you want a different color?
Color.
What?
The color.
Dark?
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you want pink?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I do. I'm so glad that you came along for this several day worth of decluttering and deep cleaning, and it just feels good to be going room by room. I'm hoping that you'll continue to join me as we go through this series, and yeah, I hope you have a great day. Subscribe if you haven't already. Be sure to turn on, yes, be sure to turn on notifications if you haven't already, so that you are sure to see when I post videos. Thank you so much. I'll catch you next time. Bye, guys. What are you doing? You're a doctor? I love that. Is that your mask? That's so cute.